Hey all, week 7, the last week of my second class in my doctorate at New England College in educational leadership. Thank you so much for those of you who have been watching these videos to understand more about what earning a doctorate entails. And the whole point that I even started making any of these videos was that when I was doing research about whether or not I could handle doing a doctorate while working full-time, while being a married mother to 2 school-age children, I did not find a lot of content anywhere. And a lot of the content that I found was for PhD programs, and I am in an EDD program, so a doctorate in education, which is not as long as a PhD. So I had a really hard time. So this is just to help other people that are on the journey, questioning, in the inquiry process, in the exploratory phase, like wherever you are. So I had wanted to do videos every single week, but in truth, my cat passed away 2 weeks ago. My cat was 17 years old, and he has seen me through every major adult milestone of my life. Earning my bachelor's degree, getting married for the first time, having my first child, getting divorced, earning my master's degree, getting remarried, having my second child. Like, this cat has been with me through everything. So I was quite devastated when he passed away. So that's why I didn't upload the past 2 weeks, but I am in my last week, and make no mistake, I had a good cry yesterday in the morning thinking about that cat. I am still not fully through my mourning, but if any of you have ever gone through a divorce or had a death in your family, you know that these events, the emotions come in waves, and it's very unpredictable what is going to bring it on. So I know that I probably have a little bit more grieving left to come with my cat. But in any event, I'm in my last week of my second class, and I was here. I'm at work. I was reading my chapter and taking notes, and I wanted to share with you all something that I learned in my master's program, and I wish that I had known about it when I was taking classes in community college as well as in undergrad, which is how to take notes. So in all through schooling, and this would absolutely apply to high school too, so I'm going to tag this so that everybody has access to what I'm going to share, but this is how to take notes. I don't want to, use that phrase that it's something so easy, but once you understand the structure, it's very easy to implement on a consistent basis in everything that you're reading. Because of the multiple steps of implementation, it's going to imprint what you're reading, writing, speaking. It's going to imprint it on you so that you can retain it, which is the whole point of education. Learning for the sake of learning, while it's wonderful, learning for the aspiration to apply it, so learning for application, that is the best. So how do you take notes? So I have a short chapter here that I'm reading this week. And so this is the book, and it is very hard for me to film it in that way. So I took to the whiteboard to film it. And so the first thing that you want to do when you're taking notes is that you want to write down the name of the chapter, and then every single section that the book is going to cover. So the chapter is going to cover. So essentially the idea with this is that you are looking ahead, you're previewing everything that you are about to read, but not only are you previewing it, you're writing it, and it's that reading and writing aspect that imprints it on you. If you could read it, write it, and say it aloud, that would imprint it even further on you. So if you saw when I showed you the book, I already went ahead and did this. So you write all of this down, and you can write it on paper. I also have it written here on paper, but I put it up on the whiteboard because it's just easier to film that way. So I went and read as you see here, the intro. I went and read the intro, and again, you write intro. I read it and I highlighted these 3 sections, and then after what I highlighted, I wrote it down. So from the intro, these are the 3 things, and you do that for every single one of these sections. So now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write expanded influences. I'm going to read that section, highlight the things that I want to take notes on, and then I'm going to go ahead and write those notes. So that's basically what you do on how to take notes. And I never knew that, that method of writing every single chapter section, going through, reading the section, highlighting, and then writing down the name of that section and writing down everything that you highlighted. Like I said, this is like very simple, the methodology, and I wish that I had known it sooner, but believe it or not, I've been a note taker ever since I've been a student. I can actually recall the first time I ever took notes on reading was in 6th grade in science class. So I have been a note taker pretty much like from my K through 12 experience, and in higher ed, like in my community college classes, getting my bachelor's degree, master's, and even now getting my doctorate, I am a note taker. But it took me at least the last 2 or 3 years to learn how to take notes in a way that's effective, that's not a time waster, but in a way that I am learning. I never learned how to learn. And so now I'm sharing with you all that like extra method. And as I find other methods, I'm certainly happy to share them. But in any event, week 7 update, I'm fully in it. I have to read a chapter, read a journal article, I have to write a really long paper, and I have to submit that paper to an editing service that the college uses. So I've got a couple of things ahead of me to get through this last week of my class, but that's basically it. And I hope that these videos are helpful to you. Take care. Bye-bye.